Test.
They have that one big win.
Hey, Mark. All right. Another day in paradise. Welcome everybody on the live stream. We're about 5 minutes, 15 seconds till tip off. Whatever works, Mark. Couple minutes. Nope. That's just right. Thanks. Okay. All right. Sounds good. Thanks. Welcome everybody on the live stream. We're a couple. Welcome everybody to Southeast High School here in Cherokee, Kansas, where tonight the Lady Indians take on the Lancers of Southeast on a Monday night makeup game. No varsity boys action. Southeast varsity boys in quarantine. And also tomorrow night, the Lady Indians, 6 o'clock, one game only at Altoona Midway, where they'll take on the Jets. Unfortunately, the Altoona Midway boys also in quarantine. And then Friday night, a busy week, triple header for the Lady Indians off to Jayhawkland at home. Luckily, we don't have to travel up north. So 3 games, busy week, and the Indians coming off a nice win against Marmaton Valley.
Yeah, the Indians are right in the middle of league play, Dan, and it was nice to get a league win against Marmaton Valley, who really is a pretty scrappy, solid team. And, you know, they played us really tough a week ago in the midseason tournament. And last night, or the other night, they came out and played a pretty solid game, too. So it's good to get the win and then come into Southeast. And another team we've already played once and beat this season. And maybe, you know, hopefully we come out and play hard against them, too.
I know what's going on this week. I know they've already rescheduled them boys' action, so we're not going to hardly get a night off, Ross, as there's already just more makeups to make up, and they've already have them scheduled, and it has to be in between other games. So we're going to be busy on a lot of Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays.
Well, what else you got going on, Dan?
We're going to go ahead and take a break for the national anthem. We'll be back after this 1 minute timeout. The St. Paul basketball on Hot 105. Oh, welcome back to Southeast Lancer High School here in Cherokee, Kansas. We're getting set for starting lineups for each team. First starter for the Indians, sophomore Elise Doherty. Second starter for the Indians, another sophomore. Elise Doherty, number 15, 5'11", junior. Number 21, Sophia Albertini, a 5'7", sophomore. Number 22, Josie Harris, a 5'9", sophomore. Clara Bradshaw, number 25, a 5'10", junior. And Emerald Struthers, number 30, a 5'8", junior. For Southeast, number 3, Tracy Powers, a 5'6", senior. Number 4, Malia Vinson, a 5'6", sophomore. Number 5, Maddie Hayes, a 5'6", senior. Number 13, Rayleigh Robertson, a 5'8", junior. And last but not least, number 50, Callie Bittner, a 5'9", junior. What do you look for here tonight, Ross?
Well, you know, sometimes the Lady Indians, Dan, when we play in a team that on paper looks like we should have a very favorable matchup against, sometimes don't come out with the energy, you know, you'd like to see, and we end up having to maybe flip the switch. second quarter, third quarter to get things back on track. And it would be nice just to see us come out with high energy and really jump on Southeast early and put together a complete 4 quarters.
Southeast, well coached. Derek Sanders, the longtime coach of the Southeast girls. They are well coached. They've always a tough matchup. They've played teams that we've played and played them tough. We have beaten Southeast once, correct, Ross?
Yes, I think it was
in the
preseason tournament.
Yep, in the preseason tournament. So here we go again. And the Indians, as we've talked about before, has been kind of sluggish in the first half at times. Southeast comes out in 2-3 zones. So we'll see if the Lady Indians right now, Claire Bradshaw in the lane, turnaround shot short. Rebound goes to Southeast to Robertson. Robertson with the basketball. Cross court pass all the way over to Vinson. Vinson with the basketball. Back over to Robertson. Down to the corner. Bounce pass inside. Intended for Bittner. Stolen away with the help defense by Claire Bradshaw. Fed ahead to Elise Doherty. She drives with her left hand. Cut off there by Vinson. Gets to Albertini. Drives with her left hand. Splits the defender. Shot up. No good. But she's fouled. The young sophomore Sophia Albertini will go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, she got the ball on the wing and dribbled right in the teeth of the zone and got bumped and going to the line for 2.
That's one thing the Indians didn't do quite as good as they have been Friday night was shoot free throws. So we'll see what Albertini can do. And misses the first. The 5'7" sophomore. Both teams fairly young, just 2 seniors on the floor for Southeast. Albertini's second shot right through there and good. 50% from the line. She gives the Indians a 1-0 lead. Little token full court man-to-man pressure. Indians in their stapled man-to-man pressure. Ball got knocked loose. Got choked up. Got knocked loose, but recovered. It's going to be Southeast basketball. Powers set to put it in play.
First foul on Elise Doherty.
Foul on Doherty. 1 team foul on each team. Powers feeds it in. Now Struthers steps out of bounds. It's going to go back to Southeast. Good pressure by Struthers.
Yeah, the Lady Indians are really playing the passing lanes out top and making Southeast work at it just to get the ball in position to run their offense.
Powers feeds it into the backcourt to Robertson. Robertson guarded closely by Elise Doherty up above the timeline. Top of the key, swings it to the right wing, almost stolen again by Struthers. Haynes with it. Haynes looks inside for Bittner, bounce pass into her. Good help on the weak side, knocked out of bounds. It's going to be out on Claire Bradshaw. Good swarming help defense by the Indians. It'll stay with Southeast under their own basket. Powers set to put the ball in play. Feeds it in to Vincent. Shot up, no good. Bittner with the rebound. Backs her way in, and there's a foul on who? On Albertini? Believe so. Is that on a shot?
Well, I'm not saying she didn't foul, but if she did foul, it had to be on the floor.
Yeah, I didn't think it was on the shot neither, but they're sending Bittner to the line to shoot 2. It's on its way. She gets it to go and ties the score at 1.
Yeah, Sophia, she reached in, but it was on the rebound, Dan. And
yeah, I'm not sure why. She's at the line, but she misses 2, and in position is Robertson. Put back no good. Tipped around and controlled by Southeast. Not a good job of blocking out by the Lady Indians off the free throw. Robertson with the ball. She's double teamed in the corner. Somebody's got to be open. To the left is Powers. Kicks it back out to Robertson. Now a steal. Now the ball's loose. That's going to be a foul on Robertson, a 5'8" senior. Subs into the game, number 12, Kenzie Cassidy, a 5'5" freshman for Southeast. Elise Doherty feeds it in the backcourt to Albertini. 6:28 left to go in the first, tied at 1.
Looks like Southeast Dan is going to play a 2-3 zone and make us make shots.
3 on the way by Harris, off the back iron, just off, and goes out of bounds and goes back to Southeast.
Yeah, the last couple of games, we like Moran and we played Humboldt in that mid-season tournament. They played man-to-man defense. We haven't seen a zone for a while, Dan.
Robertson with the basketball for the Lancers. Knocked out. That's going to be Indians basketball as it is. It's out on Cassidy, the 5'5" freshman who just entered the game for Southeast. 6:06 left to go in the first. We'll have probably 3 sophomores to the scores table here in just a little bit as Coach Tuck generally with an 8-person rotation. And there's a walk on Albertini. 5:55 left to go in the first, tied at 1. All knotted up. Fed inbounds to Haynes. Haynes with the basketball. Holds it at right wing, guarded closely, finally gets it off to number 13, Robertson. Robertson has it poked away. She recovers, feeds it back to Cassidy, the young freshman. Cassidy crosses over, down to the corner to Powers. Haynes with it now. Haynes drives in the lane, loses it, stripped away. Now the ball's loose, and it goes back to Cassidy. Now to Robertson, fakes a three, shot from the free throw line. Off, short, no good, or long, no good. Albertini with the rebound, chased from behind by Southeast. Tries to feed it, throws it right to Robertson. Terrible pass. Stolen away. Robertson right back down, tries to whip it across. Ooh, I thought that was out on number 3, but it was out on Struthers. And with 5:11 left to go in the first, Kenna Doherty, Chloe Semi, and Ava Chambers into the game for the Lady Indians.
Yeah, Southeast is just going to sit back in that zone, Dan, and sometimes when that zone just kind of bogs down your ball movement and your offense and takes away a little bit of your energy on offense.
Powers finally gets it into Cassidy. Had to be close to a 5 count. Cassidy loses it. Chloe Semi with it. Chloe Semi, cross-court pass to Kenna Doherty, off her knees. She loses it, out of bounds, and goes back to Southeast.
Yeah, Indians got the ball and on the steal and tried to push the pace on that, and just pass just a little low for Kenna to handle.
Robertson with the basketball. Feeds it to Haynes down at the baseline. Help come from Chambers. Now Robertson with the 3. Off, no good. And that's going to be over the back on Bittner.
It's going to be her second foul, Dan.
Team foul number 3 on Southeast, second on Bittner. To the scores table, number 2, Tavanero, as well as number 4, Vincent, back into the game for Southeast.
Yeah, Lady Indians just 2 shots to this point in the quarter, Dan. So only 1 point on a free throw. Turnovers are kind of hurting us right now.
Harris with the basketball against the 2-3 into Chambers. Chambers kicks it to Semi. Semi into the lane. Cross-court pass, almost feeds it out of bounds. Gets it to Claire Bradshaw. Struthers into the lane, rattles it home, and scores for the Indians.
Nice job by Emerald, driving into the lane and taking about a 8-foot pull-up shot instead of trying to go all the way to the rim.
Feed inside, stolen away by Chloe Semi. No numbers. Semi has it stolen right back by Robertson. Robertson all the way down, layup, no good. She misses it. She's going to go to the line to shoot 2. As Kenna Doherty just kind of went by her and did the Olay, but got called for the foul.
Yeah, it didn't look like there was much contact there, but sometimes when they're fast breaking like that, they'll give them the benefit of the doubt.
Claire Bradshaw and Elise Doherty back to the scores table for the Indians. First free throw on its way, rattles home, and is good. Harris and Struthers out. Bradshaw and Doherty in. 4:04 left to go in the first, 3-2. Indians up by 1. Robertson at the line trying to tie it. On its way and good. Tracy Powers back into the game for Southeast, the 5'6" junior. Doherty with the basketball. Full court pressure by Southeast now. Feeds it ahead to Kenna Doherty. Cross court pass to Bradshaw. Little jump shot on the way. She misses it. Put back up by Chambers. No good. Weak side rebound by Robertson.
Yeah, 2 good looks by the Lady Indians. Just couldn't get the shot to fall.
Another foul on the Lady Indians. Robertson taking it right to him. 4th team foul on the Indians. And they whistle it, that one on the floor.
It's going to be the second one on Elise.
Second on Elise Doherty. Feed inbounds. No good. Shot up by Vinson. And it's going to be a foul on Southeast. Their 4th team foul. That is on Mayla Vinson, the 5'6" sophomore, her first. Stay in the pressure, does Southeast. Elise Doherty with the basketball. Feeds it to Kenna Doherty, down to Bradshaw. Cross court pass to Chambers. Layup, good.
Nice job of breaking the press there by the Lady Indians, Dan. I don't think they dribbled the ball one time, just 3 passes, and then they had an easy layup.
Southeast Coast is wanting to travel, and I'll be honest with you, I think Ava might have took it a little extra pivot foot step, knocked out of bounds by the Indians. It'll stay with Southeast under their basket, but great press break by the Lady Indians.
Caught it in stride, Dan.
In
No
stride.
steps. Yeah.
Tracy Powers feeds it in to Robertson. It looked good. Vincent, I hope they keep pressing if the Indians look that good on the press break. Cassidy with the basketball. Shot on the way. No good. Tipped up in the air by Kenna Doherty. Now knocked out of bounds. Who's it out on? And it's off of Southeast and going to go to the Lady Indians. They lead 5-3. 3:06 left to go in the first period. Full court pressure again applied by Southeast. Elise Doherty with the basketball. Dribbles towards the free throw line. Now to Simi. Now back to Elise Doherty. And she's going to walk with the basketball. Got rid of it a little too late. A little indecision by Doherty as she spun to look to her left and right. And took a little extra step and got whistled for the travel.
Yeah, we haven't played a lot of teams that have pressured the Indians. Maybe Frontenac and Opie, but probably haven't seen a lot of full court pressure for a while.
Cassidy now knocked into the backcourt, and it's a backcourt violation on Southeast. So the turnover gives it back to the Lady Indians. See if they can extend this 5-3 lead with 2:52 left to go here in the first period. Simi feeds it into Doherty. Elise Doherty with the basketball off to Kenna Doherty. Kenna Doherty, cross-court pass over to Simi. 3 on the way, off the iron, no good. Bradshaw, good hustle, chases it down on the long rebound. Feeds it back to knocked out of bounds by number 3, Powers, as Elise Doherty tried to whip it down to the baseline to Claire Bradshaw. Sophia Albertini and Struthers back into the game, as well as Josie Harris, so the original 5 on the floor. Harris with the basketball, 2:30 left to go in the first period. Indians up by 2. Bradshaw with it, left wing, up top to Albertini. Swings it around to Josie Harris. Ball fake, drives the baseline, feeds it back to Bradshaw. Bradshaw, triple team down to Harris, 3-pointer on the way, short, no good. Fought for by Southeast. Ball's loose, out of bounds, and it's going to be out on the Indians and go back to Southeast.
Yeah, good hustle by Claire and Josie Harris trying to grab that offensive rebound, but Claire was, I think she had it in her hands, but she was laying out of bounds at the time.
Mutes in the game for Southeast, as well as Chloe Simi, I believe, back in the game for the Lady Indians. Southeast basketball, Robertson with it, guarded closely by Albertini. Feeds it right out of bounds, past Vincent, so it goes right back to the Lady Indians. Struthers back to Albertini, whips it ahead to Harris. Should have gave it up and didn't. And gets whistled for the travel.
Yeah, we had the backside player coming in on that press break and would have been an easy layup. Josie, not a bad decision, tried to take it to the basket, but she shuffled her feet a little bit on the drive.
Southeast basketball. Powers with it. Right wing to Robertson. Robertson behind the back dribble. Albertini still on her. Cross court pass, and that's going to be out of bounds as Powers' right foot was on the inline, out of bounds line, sideline, and goes back to the Indians. Albertini, cross court pass to Bradshaw. Bradshaw feeds it back to Simi. 3-pointer on the way, short, no good. And that's going to be a foul on. It's going to be a foul on Bradshaw. 5th team foul on the Indians. First on Claire. Caitlin Bradshaw, the 5'5" junior, into the game for the first time here tonight.
Yeah, that's 3 3-pointers in a row the Indians have missed, Dan, and I think that's part of that zone Southeast is playing in, which is just to make us try to make long shots.
Robertson with the basketball against Albertini. Feeds it back to Powers. Powers into the lane. Shot up. In and out. No good. Boy, out on Vincent. Should have been over the back on her. And goes right back to the Lady Indians. Southeast stay in the press. Albertini back to Simi. Simi dribbles towards the double team. Now feeds it back to Struthers. Struthers holds her dribble. Now she picks up her dribble in a little trouble. Feeds it off to Bradshaw at right wing. Bradshaw, 3-pointer on the way, off the front rim, no good. Harris with the rebound, put back, no good. Rebound comes out to Robertson. Robertson pushing the ball down the floor into the free throw line. Kicks it out to Newts. Now over to Powers. Now to Bradshaw. Drives the baseline. And she's going to get fouled on the push. 6th team foul. And that's the second on Bradshaw.
I mean, the Southeast Lancers will be in the bonus the rest of the first half, Dan.
And with 39.2 seconds left to go in the first, moving screen on Southeast. 5th team foul on the Lancers. First on number 23, Mutz. Harris, cross-court pass right to Robertson, and then a foul by Albertini. That's going to send Robertson to the free throw line to shoot front end 1-1. Number 5 back into the game, Maddie Haynes, a senior for Southeast.
I have Sophia Albertini down with 2 fouls, Dan, but the scoreboard only shows 1, so we'll hope the scoreboard's right.
Robertson front of the 1-1, no good. Struthers with the rebound. Struthers crosses over against Robertson, feeds it to Harris. Harris into the lane, good, and she's fouled. Good push down the floor by Struthers as Struthers comes out of the game and Kenna Doherty back in.
Yeah, Dan, I think the Indians can fast break on Southeast. We've seen it on the press break a little bit and a couple of times on steals. It's just we've just had a couple of little turnovers that maybe would have been layups otherwise.
Harris with and one, misses it, knocked out of bounds off of Kenna Doherty. Southeast basketball, full court pressure applied by the Indians now. Down the court, Caton Bradshaw with it, all the way in against Chambers, shot no good. Simi with the rebound, chases it down, about lost it. Cross court pass over to Albertini. 12 seconds, 10 seconds left to go in the first. Right wing to Harris, 8 seconds, 7, crosses over into the lane, splits the defenders, misses the free throw. 2-1, shot at the buzzer. Oh, no way.
Oh, wow.
You do not see that very often. Josie Harris gets whistled for the foul with under a second left to go in the quarter, and that's going to send number 12, Kinsey Cassidy. I assume it's 3 shots. She was at half court trying to heave up a shot.
Yeah, Coach Tuck's talking a little bit to Josie about, you know, in that situation, you don't need to be reckless. Middle of the first quarter or into the first quarter, it's not like the shot has much of a chance going in, but it is what it is.
She misses her first 2. Third one on its way and through there, so she's 1 out of 3, and that's just like a give me for Southeast. 7-4, Southeast down by 3 at the end of the first quarter. We'll be back after this 1-minute timeout. It's St. Paul basketball on Hot 105. Welcome back. At the end of the first period, Indians lead 7-4. Southeast basketball as we get set to start the second period.
Yeah, same thing that's kind of plagued the Indians all year long, Dan, is just shooting a solid percentage. Only 23% for that first quarter.
Bradshaw with the basketball. Chambers on her, off to Powers. Powers, ball loose on the floor for a second. Now Robertson with it. Out on the floor for the Indians. as Powers drives in, jump shot on the way, well short, no good. Rebound, Cassidy. Cassidy splits back, put back, no good. Partially blocked by Kenna Doherty, but chased down by number 5, Haynes. Haynes over to the corner, or Haynes with the basketball down at the baseline, hands it off to Robertson. Back to Haynes, ball fake. Now Robertson with it. Cross court pass to Bradshaw. Bradshaw ball fake, top of the key with it, whips it over left wing to Powers. Powers dribbles against Simi. 5 sophomores on the floor for the Indians. Into the lane goes Haynes to Bradshaw. Bradshaw into the lane, shot on the way. She's fouled, she'll go line shoot 2.
Very patient job of running their offense by the Lady Lancers.
Josie Harris with the foul, her second, team foul number 8, 7:06 left to go in the second, 7-4. Indians up by 3. Bradshaw at the line to shoot 2. First one long, no good. As Emerald Struthers checks back into the game for Harris. 19 fouls with an 8-person rotation. Somebody's picking up some fouls for the Lady Indians. There's a couple with 2. Speaking of one of them, Claire, I thought she's come back to scores table. Bradshaw's one of them. Yeah. And Harris is one of them.
We got Elise, Josie, Sophie, and Claire all have 2 fouls.
So there you go. A lot of Indians can ill afford to get another 3rd foul here. They're going to be sitting on the bench. Albertini splits the defender's shot up, no good. Going to get whistled for the travel. 7-4. Indians up by 3. 6:47 left to go here in the second period.
Yeah, that's that one dribble too many against the zone, Dan.
There's a travel, got away with it. Cassidy loses it out of bounds. It goes back to Lady Indians, so either way, goes back to the Indians. Here comes the pressure again by Southeast. Albertini with it, ball fake, kicks it to Simi. Simi tries to whip it ahead. It's going to be, luckily, a foul on number 3, Powers. 17 foul, that's going to send Albertini to the line to shoot to 1-1. Should be 1-1,
Should
shouldn't
be
it?
1-1, that's what I have.
Should be the 1-1. Should be the 17 foul. Yes, it is. And that's going to send Albertini to the line to shoot the front end 1-1. Albertini at the line, set for the 1-1. And it's right through their end, good. 8-4. Indians up by 4. 6:34 left to go here in the first half. Albertini's second shot off, no good. Rebound, Ava Chambers, put back partially blocked, chased down by Southeast. Robertson now with it for the Lancers against Albertini. Kicks it off to Haynes, to Bradshaw, now to Powers, back to Haynes at the left baseline. And that's going to be a moving screen on Southeast. Player control, so it'll just be St. Paul basketball.
2 fouls, quick fouls, number 3's picked up for the Lady Lancers.
8th team foul on the Indians as number 2 checks in Tavanero.
You know, the last couple of games we've played, Dan, the teams have really done hard cuts, backdoor cuts against our man-to-man defense. Southeast offense isn't designed that way, so we haven't had that problem trying to protect that
Tipped away and stolen by Southeast, and it's going to be a travel on number 5, Haynes. As the Lady Indians continue to struggle against the press, they broke it right off the bat, but now lately Southeast has made an adjustment, and Indians struggling a little more against it. Simi with the basketball with her left hand, and she's going to get called for the travel. Another turnover gives it back to the Lancers of Southeast.
Yeah, we're just rushing things a little too much against the press, and we get ready to make the pass, and we decide not to, but our feet are still moving.
Bradshaw and Doherty back to the scores table. Long 3-pointer by Robertson. She was 3 feet behind the arc, misses it out of bounds, and goes back to the Indians.
Yeah,
Simi and Chambers out of the game. Bradshaw and Doherty in.
About all of our turnovers against the press have been travels, Dan.
Albertini got lucky. Long pass. Doherty ends up with it. Into the lane. Elise Doherty spins. Shot. Gets it to go. Just about rimmed out. as Doherty gets her first points of the game. She was held quiet against Marmot Valley. Now, across the lane pass knocked out of bounds by the Indians, so it will stay with Southeast.
Yeah, if we can get Elise going, Dan, that sure makes the offense look a lot smoother. She's capable of putting up double digits pretty easy.
Southeast basketball as Cassidy set to put the ball in play for the Lancers. Coach, good inbounds play right to Robertson, wide open off the screen, and she scores.
That is Southeast's first points off a made basket. Everything else has been free throws.
Elise Doherty with the basketball, 10-6, 4-point lead for the Indians, knocked out of bounds by Robertson. 5:07 left to go here in the second period, 10-6. Indians up by 4. Bradshaw with it, over to Kenna Doherty. Doherty with it, reverses it back over to Elise Doherty. Gets it knocked back in her face by Robertson. Now Doherty to her left to Struthers. Now into the lane over the head of Bradshaw, stolen away by Southeast. Robertson with it as they try to cut into this 10-6 Indian lead. Bradshaw now drives the baseline, cross-court pass. Haynes three-pointer off the rim, no good. Rebound comes out to Southeast. Elise Doherty cross-court pass to Struthers. Struthers shot in the lane, good, tough shot as she gets it to go with her left hand. Robertson was right there, and she got it to go. Now the ball's loose on the floor, now a steal. Albertini with it, feeds it ahead. Struthers loses it out of bounds, and it goes back to Southeast.
Yeah, tough luck on that one. Emerald had a one-on-one.
Timeout, Southeast, 30-second timeout. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout. Let's St. Paul basketball on Hot 105. Welcome back, 12-6. Lady Indians up by 6. Back into the game for the Lady Indians, Chloe Semi, Ava Chambers, Kenna Doherty, Claire Bradshaw, and Emerald Struthers. 4:05 left to go in the second, 12-6. Indians up by 6. Robertson with the basketball down to the corner to Moots. Moots with the basketball back up top to Haynes. Haynes to Robertson, three-pointer on the way, in and out, no good. Struthers with the rebound. Struthers slows things down to the corner now to Semi. Semi back up to Struthers. Struthers to the top of the key with her left hand. Bounce pass over to Kenna Doherty. Doherty down to the corner. Semi drives the baseline, cross-court pass. Three-pointer on the way by Struthers, way long, no good. Mutz with the rebound. Back to Robertson. Now down to the corner. Haynes, three-pointer, no good. Claire Bradshaw with the rebound, but a jump ball, possession arrow to the Indians. 3:12 left to go in the first half, 12-6. Timeout, 30-second timeout by the Indians. We'll go ahead and take a 30-second timeout. Let's St. Paul basketball on Hot 105. Welcome back. 3:12 left to go in the second period. Indians up 12-6, and a pretty sluggish game so far.
Yeah, neither team is shooting it very well from the field. Southeast only has one field goal, Dan, and the Indians have yet to hit a three.
St. Paul basketball, full court pressure out of the 30-second timeout. Boy, Albertine looked like she might have traveled with it.
Yeah.
Bradshaw with it, crosses half court, feeds it to Chambers. Chambers against pressure, drives in, shot up, no good. Good drive to the rim by Ava, and there's a foul. Not a very smart foul because that's going to leave Southeast shooting a double bonus.
Yeah, maybe a little frustration on Ava. She had a nice chance at a layup, couldn't get the roll, and then fouled on the offensive rebound, trying to go for the offensive rebound.
That sends Robertson to the line to shoot 2. She settles in, first one on the way, in and out, no good. Yeah, it should be 2. It's a double bonus, as that was the 10th team foul. Robertson misses the first, so she'll get another chance at it. Robertson settles in at the line. Shot on the way, off the iron, no good. Bradshaw with the rebound. Misses them both, does Robertson. Now Claire whips it up top to Sophia Albertini. Albertini over to Struthers. Struthers back up top to Kenna Doherty. Reverses it back to Bradshaw. Bradshaw with her left hand, reverses it to Albertini. 3 on the way by Struthers. No good. Bounced all the way around everything. Didn't get it to go. Cassidy feeds it ahead to Haynes. Haynes, 2:27 left to go in the first half. Indians 12, Southeast 6. Cassidy with the basketball to Robertson. Robertson to the right. Dribbles outside, lobs into Bittner. Bittner double team. Good help by the Indians. Struthers with the backside rebound.
Nice.
Struthers streaks down the right side. Pull up jump shot. No good. Backside rebound. Kenna Doherty gets her own rebound again. Albertini now with the 3 on the kick out. Short. No good. Struthers tips it. Saves it inbounds. Nope. It's going to be out of bounds on the Indians.
Indians just can't buy a bucket right now, Dan. Getting good shots and good looks at it, but. Oh, yep.
Says we are. 1:59 left to go in the second period. 12-6. Indians up by 6. Robertson with the basketball. Off to Bradshaw. Bradshaw for the Lancers. Now tipped out of bounds by Struthers. Going to stay with Southeast. Southeast basketball fed inbounds to Robertson. Robertson with it, crosses over. Albertini tight on her, kicks it down the corner. Mutz with it. Mutz, oh, looks like she traveled, got away with it, gets her own rebound, put back, no good. Rebound to Doherty.
Yeah, I don't know how that wasn't a travel, but it all ended well.
St. Paul basketball. Struthers with it. Right wing to Kenna Doherty. Cross court pass to Chambers. Up top to Simi. Now steal. Robertson with it on the breakaway. Now ball's loose on the floor. Chased down by, now it's going to be a foul on Southeast. That's going to be on Cassidy. It's going to be 1-1 for Chloe Simi, I believe, as Simi goes to the line for the front end of the 1-1. 58.3 seconds left to go in the first half, 12-6. Indians lead by 6. Simi at the line to shoot the front end 1-1. On its way, good, right through there. 13-6, Indians lead. She settles in at the line for her second. It's on its way. Off the back iron, no good. And rebound, long rebound goes out to Struthers. Struthers up top to Doherty, just under a minute left to go. Albertini drives to the elbow, kicks it back out to Simi. Simi with her left hand, she's going to get fouled. Cassidy fouls her, so Simi goes to the line to shoot 2.
Be her second foul of the half.
Simi at the line to shoot 2, 13-6. Indians up by 7. She misses a first. Back into the game for Southeast, number 2, Tavanero, a 5'2" sophomore. Simi at the line for her second. Long, no good. She missed them both. And going to be a foul on the Indians, and that's going to be on Chambers.
Be her second.
Her second. And that means it's going to send Robertson back to the line. Who is it going to send to the line?
Looks like Robertson.
Robertson goes back to the line to shoot 2. Double bonus the rest of the way with 46 and a half seconds left to go.
Coach Tuck's maybe questioning the call a little bit. The ref's explaining it to him.
Shooting 2 is Robertson with 46 and a half seconds. I think Coach Tuck was wanting a violation more so than the in and out. No good by Robertson. First one's no good as she settles into second, so the score remains 13-6. Robertson's line for her second. It's right through there and good. Here comes the press, 13-7, 6-point lead for the Indians. Albertini breaks the press. Up above the timeline, 40 seconds left to go in the first half. Struthers with it. Struthers to the top of the key. Over to Simi, down to the corner. Albertini with it, drives in. Jump shot, no good. Chambers with the backside rebound, put back, no good. The rebound comes out to Southeast. I didn't even get a chance to ask you if we'd take the last shot, Ross.
Well, we had 40 seconds left. I thought that was at least 3 shots, Dan.
Bradshaw with the basketball, crosses over against Chambers. She's awful canny about drawing fouls as she feels a little contact, throws a shot up towards the basket and gets the whistle every time. And that's the third foul on Ava Chambers.
Yeah, her third in the second quarter. She just kind of stuck that hip out just a little too far, and the offensive player was trying to get around her and caused the contact.
First foul shot by Bradshaw right up and through there. As Elise Doherty into the game for Chambers. Second foul shot on the way. Off, no good, knocked in the air. Kenna Doherty comes down with it. 8 seconds, 7 seconds, 6 to Albertini, 4 seconds. Top of the key, long three-pointer, off the rim, looked good. And that's gonna be the end of the first period. Indians 13, Southeast 8. We'll be back after this 2-minute timeout in the St. Paul basketball on Hot 105. Well, welcome back. 8:15 left to go here in halftime festivities, where the Lady Indians lead 13-8, lead by 5 here at halftime.
Yeah, it wasn't a pretty offensive half for either team, Dan. Lady Indians, struggled to get the ball in the basket. They weren't taking bad shots. It's just kind of the theme we've had all season long is we just have those stretches where nothing falls in. And Southeast kind of the same thing. They only had one basket for the whole half. Everything else was free throws. So, hopefully the ice has got to break a little bit in that second half. Lady Indians got in a little foul trouble early. We had 4 starters with 2 fouls. Going into the second quarter. Luckily, all 4 of the starters with the 4 fouls did not pick up their third, but unfortunately, Ava Chambers picked up 3 fouls in that second quarter. So a little bit of foul trouble, a little bit of cold shooting, but the bottom line is, even though it probably wasn't a half that lived up to Coach Tuck's standards, we still have a 5-point lead, up 13-8.
13-8 here at halftime. 7:13 left to go here in halftime of the girls' action. No varsity boys here tonight. There was a full JV boys game before the girls game, and then the girls game tipped off right after that. Tomorrow night, the Lady Indians will travel to Altoona Midway. 5:45 on the air, somewhere around there, 5:50. Girls only, 6 p.m., so it'll be in and out of Altoona Midway. No varsity boys action. Altoona Midway boys under quarantine. And then Friday night, Jayhawk Lynn comes to St. Paul. 6:42 left to go here at halftime. 13-8, Indians up by 5. We'll be back with all your halftime stats after this 2-minute timeout. You listen to St. Paul basketball on Hot 105. Welcome back. 4:23 left to go here in halftime. Lady Indians lead at halftime, 13-8. What do you got for scoring, Ross?
Well, Dan, the Lady Indians had 6 girls get in the books with score in that first half. Although not only the high scorer was Emerald Struthers with 4. Ava Chambers, Josie Harris, Sophia Albertini, and Elise Doherty each chipped in 2, and Chloe Simi had a free throw for 1. As far as shooting the ball, again, we kind of mentioned earlier that the Lady Indians struggled. Just 5 for 25 from the field for 20%, 0 for 9 from the three-point line. Probably going to see Southeast Lancer stay in that 2-3 zone the rest of the half, Dan, and just try to make some jump shots. Free throw line, we were only 3 for 9 from the free throw line for 33%. Southeast, not much better. I don't have their shooting statistics, but they went to the free throw line 16 times that first half, Dan, and only made 5 of them. So obviously, if I'm sure Coach Sanders, if he'd like to see his girls make a little bit higher percentage of free throws in this game, probably be a 1 or 2 point game. But yeah, it just the shooting struggles, Dan. But I think if we can get that lid lifted off the basket and hit a couple in a row, we've seen this the whole season. Once one girl makes 1 or 2 baskets, it seems like everybody relaxes and the ball starts falling through the hoop a little bit better for us.
3:07 left to go before the second half gets underway. 13-8. Indians up by 5 here at halftime. We'll be back after this final timeout. We'll be back after this 2-minute timeout with St. Paul basketball on Hot 105. Welcome back. At about 45 seconds until tip-off of the second half, where the Lady Indians lead 13-8 over the Lancers of Southeast. And let's see if the Indians defense, typically coming out at halftime after a sluggish start, a lot of times the energy on defense transitions to the Indians offense. Let's see if that's the case here this half.
Yeah, I think probably at least half, if not a little more than half of our baskets were on fast break points, whether that was transition after the steal or on that press break. And it'll be interesting if Southeast comes out in that press break, Dan, because even though we turned it over quite a bit, we just seemed like we were on the verge about getting 2 or 3 layups out of breaking that.
Southeast basketball to start second half. Robertson with the basketball to her right and back to her left. Behind the back dribble, Albertini on her, picks up her dribble, kicks it off to Tavanero. Or Vincent, excuse me. Now cross court back to Robertson at the elbow. Long three-pointer on the way, off the rim, no good. Chased down by Harris for the Indians. That shot was put up by Haynes. Struthers, cross-court pass to Doherty. Doherty with the basketball. Feeds it to Albertini, almost into the backcourt. Now she's in a little trouble. Bounce pass to Bradshaw. Bradshaw towards top of the key to Struthers. Struthers to her left. Kicks it out. Elise Doherty with the basketball. Doherty, top of the key, swings it over to Harris. Harris cuts the cutter. Little jump shot on the way by Struthers. No good. Vincent with the rebound. Vincent to Robertson. Robertson crosses over to her left hand. Jump shot on the way. Short, no good. Elise Doherty with the rebound. Indians right back down with the basketball. All the way in with her left hand. Splits the defenders. Gets it to go, and she's fouled. Didn't look like there was anywhere for Elise go, but somehow she split the defenders. Got the bucket and the foul, so good job by the junior.
Yeah, she really didn't have numbers. I mean, it was the Southeast was back on that one, but she was just aggressive and went to the baskets. Like you said, Dan split the defenders, and good things happen when you are aggressive on offense.
Doherty free throw is good. So old-fashioned three-point play for Elise. 16-8, 8-point lead A little token full court man-to-man pressure by the Indians. Robertson with the basketball. Now Albertini, good hands, knocks it out of bounds.
Yeah, if we can get Elise going, Dan, like I said, she's an easy double-digit scorer on a lot of nights, and if we can get her going, that's going to make things easier on everybody else.
Robertson, ooh, she just about stepped in bounds. Now Robertson with the basketball. Into the lane, whips it. Vincent, three-pointer, good. From the right wing.
First three-pointer by either team.
The full court pressure by the Indians, fed back to Elise Doherty. Now to Harris. Harris against Bittner, shot up. Off balance, not a good shot. Stolen away by the Lancers. Cross court pass out, ball's loose. Harris on the breakaway, loses it. Now the ball rolls out of bounds. She never could get control of the basketball, lost it out of bounds. Turnover goes right back to Southeast.
Yeah, she probably had 10 feet between her and the next player behind her from Southeast, and if she could have just got control of it, it was going to be an easy uncontested layup, but right off her fingertips.
Powers with the ball for the Lancers, crosses over against Doherty into the lane, kicks it out to Vincent, same spot she just hit the three. And it's going to be a foul on Southeast, I believe.
Yeah, Claire Bradshaw was covering the cutter, and she got shoved to the ground.
By Bittner?
By Bittner.
That's her third.
Yeah, and so St. Paul gets the ball back.
Full court pressure applied by Southeast. Albertini with the basketball. Whipped ahead to Struthers. Struthers splits the double team. Need to get it down to the corner as now they set the offense against this zone defense. Into the lane to Struthers. Out to Harris. Three-pointer on the way. Good.
Indians' first three-pointer of the game. Nice to see.
Now the ball's loose. Vincent chases down for the Lancers. 19-11, 8-point lead for the Indians. Robertson with it. Left hand. Kicks it out. Off to Powers. Powers dribbles towards the top of the key. Crosses over against Doherty. Whips it out to Robertson. Three on the way. Short. No good. Knocked out of bounds by Harris. And it's going to be Southeast basketball. Cassidy with the basketball.
Coach Tuck
Cassidy into the game, excuse me.
Coach Tuck upset with the boxing out on the rebound on that one.
Powers set to put the ball in play. Count is on. Gets it into Cassidy. Same five that started the quarters in as the subs get ready to check into the game. Knocked out of bounds by Struthers. It'll stay with Southeast. Powers set to put the ball in play for the Lancers. Knocked back out by Elise Doherty off the inbounds. Bittner with it. Feeds it to Cassidy. Cassidy to the corner. Three-pointer on the way. In and out. No good. Over the back on Robertson. Third team foul on Southeast.
Yeah, Lady Indians have done a much better job this half, Dan. At least 3 minutes into the third quarter. Haven't picked up a foul yet. They're moving their deep feet a lot better on defense.
Kenna Doherty with the basketball. Feeds it to Elise Doherty to the center to Harris. Down to Simi. Simi is fouled by Bittner, and she just picked up her fourth foul, I believe. Fourth team foul on Southeast. Fourth on Bittner as Caitlin Bradshaw checks back into the game for Southeast.
I'd like to see the Lady Indians be that aggressive on the press break every time, Dan.
19-11, 8-point lead for the Indians. Harris with the basketball. Kicks it up to Bradshaw. Bradshaw into the lane. Gets it swatted away by Robertson. Robertson on the breakaway. Harris knocks it out of her hands. Elise Doherty comes out there with it. Doherty under pressure. Feeds it ahead to Harris. Down to the corner. Three-pointer by Bradshaw. In and out. No good. That is Claire Bradshaw for the Indians. Elise Doherty up top to Harris. Over to Kenna Doherty. Doherty, top of the key, reverses it back over to Simi. Cross-court pass to Doherty. Three-pointer on the way. Off, short. Harris with the rebound. Harris tries to feed it through traffic. Stolen away. Robertson ahead of the field now. Knocked and foul by Harris. That's going to send Robertson in line to shoot two.
Going to be Josie's third. Looked like that might have been all ball, Dan, but she kind of reached up from back behind to knock it out, and you don't get that call very often.
3:57 left to go here in the third period, 19-11. 8-point lead for the Indians. Albertini and Struthers into the game for the Indians. Elise Doherty and Harris out. Third foul on Josie Harris.
This will be Robertson's 9th free throw of the game. Just made 3 so far.
Robertson's second on its way short. No good. Rebound comes to the Indians. Fed ahead to Simi. Gets fouled on the floor. That's the 5th team foul on Southeast.
Southeast is kind of running into what the Indians ran into the first half, getting a lot of fouls early in the quarter. We might be in the bonus early in this game, Dan, and usually for the Lady Indians, that's a good thing.
Struthers, good inbounds play. Struthers standing there wide open, hits the little 6-footer and gives the Indians a 10-point lead. Now, looks like a travel, got away with it. Powers with the basketball, or Haynes, excuse me. Back out to Mutz. Mutz to her left, fouled by Simi, second team foul on the Indians. 3:26 left to go in the third, 21-11, 10-point lead for the Lady Indians. Powers set to put the ball in play for the Indians. And it's going to be a foul on Bradshaw, I believe.
That'll be her third. Looks like Claire was just trying to get in position to get in front of the offensive player on that inbounds pass and just bumped her a little bit. Not a lot of contact, but enough for the ref to make the call.
Third foul on Claire, third team foul on the Indians. Lob in over the top to Mutz. Mutz picks up her dribble, bounce pass over to Bradshaw. Bradshaw loses it, ball's loose. Chloe Simi with the steal. Simi 1-on-2, left-handed layup, no good, but she's fouled. Simi will go to the line to shoot two.
Nice job by Chloe. Get that steal out on the perimeter and get down the court as fast as you can and force Southeast to foul her or give up the layup.
Simi at the line to shoot two. First one on its way and right through there. Robertson back into the game for the Lancers. Simi's second free throw, in and out, no good. Saved inbounds by Struthers to Albertini. Now Struthers with a three from the left wing, long, no good, in and out. Rebound to Moots. All the way down, shot up, no good, but she's fouled. Who's that on, Struthers or Chambers?
Wow. They're gonna call that on
Chambers, her fourth, I believe. It is her fourth. Team foul number 4 on the Indians. 2:52 left to go in the third. 22-12, 10-point ball game. As Moots at the line to shoot her second. Second foul shot on the way, long, no good. Rebound. That's going to be a foul on Southeast. That's going to send the Indians line shoot to 1-1. Who's the shooter? Should be 1-1, right, Ross?
I think it would be.
Yeah, it is 1-1. Who's the shooter?
I think it's going to be.
Now they're all going to look at each other like somebody walked the free throw line.
Walk up there, Jenny.
Yeah, somebody needs to. It's going to be Elise Doherty at the line to shoot the front end of a 1-1 for the Indians. They lead by 10 with 2:52 left to go in the third. 22-12. Doherty at the line. Free throw on its way right through there by Elise.
Yeah, that's really a good thing for the Lady Indians, even though we didn't shoot very good from the line in the first half. We are a good free throw shooting team, and to be in the bonus this early is going to be a big help.
And Doherty makes them both. So good shooting by her. Robertson with it. Albertini on her. Robertson picks up her dribble, in a little bit of trouble. Now kicks it up top to Caitlin Bradshaw. Bradshaw with the basketball. Tries to hand it off to Robertson. Stolen away. Elise Doherty on the breakaway. All the way down. Layup no good. Kenna Doherty on the trail. That's going to be Elise coming back in bounds. She has to be frustrated with herself.
Yeah.
Easy layup, and she just missed it.
Nobody within 10 feet of her, Dan, and just couldn't get it in the basket.
2:25 left to go in the third, 24-12. Indians up by 12. Three-pointer on the way, off, no good. Struthers with the rebound. Struthers on the breakaway, all the way down, left-handed layup, good. Good drive by Emerald. Right back down comes the basketball. Robertson with it. Robertson drives the baseline. Jump shot on the way, short, no good. And jump ball, possession arrow to the Indians.
Yeah, you can see, Dan, we're able to maybe get up and down the court a little bit faster than Southeast. I think we're going to see that probably the rest of the way, is trying to really up the tempo a little bit.
Kenna Doherty with the basketball. Feeds it to Albertini now. Ahead to Elise Doherty. Doherty's tough shot, no good. Rebound to Southeast. Robertson comes back down with the basketball. Albertini back on her, cuts her off to the left. Here comes the help. Dished off, knocked away. Now Robertson comes back with it. Robertson now out to Bradshaw. Three-pointer on the way, off, no good. Struthers on the breakaway, on the long rebound, all the way down, layup, good.
Yeah, that was a great bounce. It was a long rebound off the three-pointer, and it was bouncing right to the top of the key, and Emerald just got it in stride and beat everybody on the court.
1:21 left to go in the third, 28-12, 16-point lead for the Lady Indians. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout. Let's St. Paul basketball on Hot 105. Welcome back. 1:21 left to go here in the third period. 28-12, biggest lead of the game by the Lady Indians. On the floor for the Indians, Maggie Winter, Elise Doherty, Kenna Doherty, Sophia Albertini, and Jenny Vitt. Four sophomores and a junior. Three-pointer on the way by Mutz. Short, no good. Albertini skies for the rebound. Crosses over. Fed ahead to Doherty through traffic. Bradshaw knocks it away, and then stolen back away by Mutz for Southeast.
Got to be a travel there, Dan, but apparently not.
Top of the key, three-pointer on the way by Southeast, no good. Rebound to Doherty. That's Kenna Doherty. Kenna Doherty walks the ball across half court, swings it to Albertini. Albertini to Elise Doherty up above the timeline. Off to Maggie Winter. Maggie Winter with the basketball, left wing. Kicks it to the corner to Kenna Doherty. Passed on the three, dribbles to the left, up top to Elise Doherty. Elise Doherty over to Jenny Vitt, whips it down to the corner to Maggie Winter. Winter with the basketball, picks up her dribble in a little bit of trouble, kicks top of the key, over to Vitt. Vitt towards the top of the key. Tries to bounce pass into Doherty, missed the cutter. Now fed ahead. 7.6 seconds left to go in the third, 28-12. 15 foul on the Indians, first on Vitt. Trying to get it in bounds is Southeast. She hands it into Mutz. 6 seconds, 5 seconds, need to tighten up here. Dribbles to her right, and it's going to be a walk on Southeast with a second and a half left to go in the third. Indians lead 28-12. Doherty feeds it into Elise Doherty. Shot at the buzzer, well short, no good. And at the end of three, 28-12, Indians up by 16. We'll be back after this 1 minute timeout. Let's St. Paul basketball on Hot 105. Welcome back as we get set to start the fourth period. Indians up 28-12 on the floor for the Indians. Simi, Albertini, Bradshaw, Harris, and Struthers.
Yeah, the Indians did a nice job of really maybe forcing the tempo of that game and trying to get fast, or that quarter, getting fast break opportunities. And when they were able to get the ball down the court before Southeast got the zone set up, it worked well for them.
Robertson with the basketball for the Lancers. In a little bit of trouble, gets it off to Cassidy. Bradshaw on her. Now steal by Harris. Harris needs to look up. Oh, she stepped out of bounds. I'm just going to go back to the Lancers.
Tough luck. We looked like we were going to have numbers on that breakaway.
Cassidy set to put the ball in play. Ooh, there's a foul on Bradshaw.
It's going to be Claire's fourth.
16 foul on the Indians, fourth on Bradshaw.
She was just going for the ball, and it looked like her elbow might have caught Robertson in the face.
As Robertson going to have to come out of the game as Caitlin Bradshaw checks in, as well as Kenna Doherty.
Looks like a bloody nose. It wasn't malicious or intentional by Claire. She was just going for the ball hard, and her elbow or arm just bumped her in the nose. Hopefully she'll be back in a minute.
28-12, 16-point lead for the Indians as Southeast, does get it in barely to Haynes, and now a steal by Albertini. Albertini gets around the screen, pushes the ball down to the floor to Doherty, around to Struthers. Cross-court pass up top, over to Harris. Long three-pointer, and she rattles it home.
Why not? Her second three-pointer of the half.
Josie Harris, but the only 2 threes of the game by the Lady Indians. 7:16, 7:15 left to go in the game. 31-12. Cassidy with the basketball. Now the ball's loose. Albertini with it, all the way to the rim. Layup no good. Rebound Vinson feeds it out ahead to Haynes, to Powers, saves it back in bounds to Harris. Harris feeds it ahead to Struthers. Struthers all the way down, loses her footing, travels with the basketball, and turns it back over to Southeast.
Yeah, both teams really go up and down the court fast.
31-12, Lady Indians up by 19. Bradshaw with the basketball, left wing. Now up top to Cassidy. Cassidy with it against Kenna Doherty.
Yeah, really an unfortunate elbow to the face for Robertson for Southeast, because he's their primary ball handler, and their offense bogs down just a little bit when she's not out there.
Three-pointer on the way, no good by Powers. Rebound comes out to the Indians. Now knocked ahead, should have been a bounce pass. It's going to be out on Southeast, and it's going to stay with the Indians of St. Paul on their own baseline. 6:11 left to go in the game, 31-12.
Again, the Indians, though, trying to get that ball down the court before that zone defense can set up.
Albertini feeds it in quickly to Struthers, kicks it out. Three-pointer on the way by Simi, off, no good. Rebound to Kenna Doherty, hands it back to Struthers. 10-foot jump shot, no good. Knocked around and saved or controlled by Powers for the Lancers. 5:55 left to go in the game. St. Paul leads by 19. Bradshaw to her left, but timeout. Full timeout Southeast with that. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. You're listening to St. Paul basketball on Hot 105. Welcome back. 5:44 left to go in the game. 31-12. Indians lead. Southeast basketball. Powers with the basketball. Feeds it into Bradshaw. Bradshaw to her right. Now Albertini all over her. She picks up her dribble. Bounce pass to Powers. That's going to be a foul on the Indians. 17th foul. That's going to send the Lancers to the line, shoot to 1-and-1. That's going to send Tracy Powers, the 5'6" senior, to the line, shoot front end 1-and-1.
Her first free throw of the evening.
It's on its way. In and out, no good. I thought that maybe that's out on Elise, but apparently she knew it was out on Southeast. She lets it go out of bounds. It's going to go back to the Indians.
Southeast going to stay in this press.
Albertini with her left hand with it, crosses back over up to Kenneth Doherty. Ooh, Doherty off to Elise Doherty. Might have got away with the travel. Doherty breaks the press, kicks it over to Harris. She loses it out of bounds, off her fingertips, out of bounds, and goes back to the Lancers.
Yeah, tough luck. Josie, I think, was starting to size up, taking a three-pointer, and maybe took her eye off the pass as it was coming to her.
Powers with the basketball. Seamy picks her up. She crosses over, feeds it to Vincent in the corner. Vincent up to Bradshaw. Bradshaw with the basketball. Albertini on her with her left hand. Hands it off to Powers, back to Bradshaw. Three-pointer on the way, short, no good. Off to Harris. Harris on the breakaway. Streaks past everybody, layup, good. Josie ran past everybody and scores the layup.
Yeah, she got that rebound as it was rolling on the ground in full stride, just beat everybody down the court.
8 points in the second half for Josie. Now a steal by Albertini. Albertini pushes the ball down the left side, tries a cross-court bounce pass. Good idea, but a little late. Vincent was there, turns it back over. Now Bradshaw, Caitlin Bradshaw for the Lancers with it. Feeds it off to Vincent. Vincent to the corner to Powers. Lob in over the top to Bittner. Stolen away. Now Elise Doherty on the breakaway. All the way down on the left side, layup good. She didn't miss that one.
Oh.
Timeout. Indians. With that, we'll go ahead and take a 30-second timeout. Let's St. Paul basketball on Hot 105. Welcome back. 4:07 left to go in the game. 35-12. Indians up by 23.
Yeah, it seems like the Indians are just getting down the court every time faster than the Lady Lancers, and that's what allowed them to push this lead up to 23 points.
Harris, Winter, Seamy, Vitt, and Chambers on the floor for the Lady Indians. Bradshaw with the basketball, pass in over the top of the head and out of bounds. Southeast turns it over back to the Lady Indians.
Yeah, I think Southeast is really affected by their point guard Robertson not being in there, Dan. She's a senior, and she's done a good job of handling the ball and handling the pressure. And with her not out there, you can just kind of see them struggling a little bit.
She's still getting tended to on the sideline,
Yeah.
a little bloody nose. Maggie Winter with the basketball off to Harris. Harris to the right. Bounce pass out to Vitt. Vitt to the left. Reverses it to the corner to Harris. Fakes the three. Drives the baseline. Shot up and in there by Josie. 10th point of the second half for her. 12 on the night.
3 baskets in a row by the Lady Indians. Nice to see them heating up a little bit.
Now Harris with the steal on the breakaway. All the way down. Layup. Good.
Good.
14th point. Back-to-back points by Harris. Good job of jumping into passing lane with 3:08 left to go in the game. Indians all of a sudden up 39-12. That is Tavanero with the basketball, feeds it up to Bradshaw. Now swatted out of bounds by Harris. Haynes, McKenna Doherty and Sophia Albertini in the game for Simi and Harris. Cassidy set to put the ball in play, feeds it in to Tavanero. Tavanero with the basketball. Off to Cassidy. Winner cuts her off. Now she drives the baseline. Shot on the way, in there. Gets it to go. A rare field goal for the Lancers.
Just their second of the half, third of the game.
A bit to her left. Kicks it back to Albertini. Albertini into the lane. Jump shot on the way. Good.
Her first basket of the second half. Gives her 4 for the evening.
Southeast basketball. Powers with it. Hands it off to Moots. The ball's loose on the floor. It's going to be a timeout. Southeast. And we're going to take a 1-minute timeout. Go to St. Paul basketball on Hot 105. Powers with the ball. Robertson back into the game for Southeast. Now Cassidy with it. Cassidy, left wing, off to Robertson. Albertini on her, drives with her left hand, kicks it out to Powers. Powers with it. At the top of the key, off to Cassidy. Cassidy with the basketball against Winter. Crosses over to her right, left, now back to her right. Now in a little bit of trouble. Picks up her dribble. Winner all over her. Finally feeds it off to Robertson with 1:25 left to go in the game. Off to Tavanero. Tavanero with the basketball. Hands it off to Cassidy. Cassidy off to Robertson. Robertson with it. Lobs it down to Cassidy. Fakes the baseline drive. Kicks the Powers up to Cassidy. 1:04 left to go in the ball game. Robertson with it, traveled with the basketball, turns it back over to the Lady Indians. Simi back into the game for Albertini.
Lady Indians have hit 5 in a row, Dan, so most of those, all those have been basically at the rim, but they've really hit a hot streak here late in the second half.
St. Paul basketball, Southeast still pressuring hard. It's 55 seconds left to go to game, 41-14, as Simi's going to go to the line to shoot the one end of the 1-1. Back into the game is Vincent for the Lancers. In for Robertson. Simi at the line, shoots front end of 1-1. Indians up 41-14. She gets her first. Indians with 15 in the first half and their 42nd total points. So the Indians a lot better scoring in the second half, Ross.
Yeah, they did a very good job.
Misses a second. Bittner with the rebound. Fed ahead to Powers. Now a long three-pointer by Cassidy. No good. Off to Cassidy. And there's a foul on the Indians. And that's going to be on Maggie Winter. Team foul number 8. 1 and 1 or 2. It's a 1-1, I think. It was on the floor. Cassidy's free throw off. No good. Should be over the back. But Indians secure the rebound. Doherty with it. Up to Vitt, right wing. Vitt looks inside, dribbles to her right. Off to Simi. Simi to the left. Kicks it to the corner, Chambers. Up to Winter. Over to Vitt. Swings it around to Kenna Doherty. Off to Simi on the cross-court pass. Drives into the lane, and she's going to walk with the basketball. She kind of got hung up in the center of the lane, and no shot. Traveled with it. She tried to get a cross-court pass away. 14 seconds left to go in the game. Indians going to come out with a nice league victory, and we'll travel on to Altoona Midway. We'll take a short timeout. When we come out back from the timeout, we will have all final game stats as Cassidy banks in a three at the buzzer. So the final score is 42 Indians, 17 for the Lancers. We'll be back after this 1 minute timeout. Let's St. Paul basketball on Hot 105. Thanks everybody for joining us on live stream.